See, the way that I'm going to lay out today's tests is going to flow. The ideas should flow, and each test is building on the last, in a sense, right? I can't be perfect, though. But do these redirects pass power? Yay or nay? A lot of people say no. A lot of people say yes. Who do we believe? I believe myself because I test it myself. And so should you. But you're lucky enough to be here today, so I want to share this with you. And here we go. So this right here is a site because of the nature of this business, all right? We're not going to say any funky terms. I don't know how the rules are here in Philippines, right? But what I do know is that this is a site that offers ganja products, okay? Now, this site was on a tight shoestring budget. They came to us and friends of ours, of course, and what they were looking to do was build the best white hat links possible, but on a shoestring budget. So, of course, we wanted to get links like BBC, Forbes, go ahead, read the list, New York Times, The Guardian, Wikipedia, Yahoo, CDC, and the list goes on. Trust me, this is just a small glimpse. And at the top there, if you take a look, what you'll see is the 301 redirect. Every link that they have is a redirect. All of them. What we wanted to do was turn their site around by utilizing 301 redirects and powerful links on a shoestring budget. How do you do that? Well, you acquire sites that have a boatload of links. I want you to peek your eyes to the top left of your screen. 6.5 thousand referring domains were built. 183,000 backlinks. Now, why is that? That's ridiculous. That's obscene in such a short period of time. Well, the reason is when you're acquiring these high quality backlinks and you're trying to acquire them at a cheap rate, you can acquire an expired domain at 12 bucks. Get that baby set up, pass it through a buffer for a redirect that's sitting on Nginx. We could talk about that in the mastermind one day, maybe. You're going to pass that through and you're going to pass it to the site. Now, the site is not only going to pass the best of the best links. Sometimes it's going to have some leak through. And that's how you build 183 backlinks and 6.5 thousand referring domains in less than 90 days. And most of the vast majority are redirects. Will tiered links improve rank? See, it's not the person who can spend the most to get to the top. Everybody could spend a boatload of money. It's the companies who can get there the fastest for the lowest cost while staying safe. Very, very powerful strategy. But we have to know, does it actually improve the rank? Well, let's take a look here. I wanted to use the crappiest, worst, most horrific links imaginable in order to pass power. And the worst links that I could possibly think of, I've seen these links take site after site after site after site. It even happened here. But what I will say is we build our initial backlinks. All we are trying to do is we want to know the junkiest links possible, the most horrific links possible. If we tier these out to the links that we wanted to know, if we took the worst links possible and we tiered those to our foundational type links that every website has and should be in your backlink profile, links such as citations, directories, aggregators, PR, media outlets, these types of links, foundational links. If I tier junk to what is quality, will it give me a ranking increase? Yay or nay? That's all I need to know. Because if it can work with crap, it'll work with PBNs that we're going to use, to be honest with you. Because we'll set up PBNs just to build links, just to tier out links, because I need full control. I can't have anyone else in control of my campaign because I need to be able to go clean up a mess when someone else's money is on the line. That's the real reason. If something happens because I'm not Google, I could be the best in the world, but I'm still not Google. I'm still playing in their playing field, and that's why I like to have full control over campaigns. There's another piece of value for you. Anyway, what happened? Well, start of the campaign is here. If you take a look here, this was back in December, okay? They were getting about 218. There's nothing special here. This is a test site. We are literally figuring things out so we can go and apply what we learned to the marketplace. The more I know, the more you're worth, right? The clients do not care. They want to know what you can do for them. That's it. And I need to know without a shadow of a doubt that what I'm doing is going to be fruitful. I'll keep reiterating that point as we go through this because I can't stress it enough. When we're taking a look at this here, back in December, test domain, we built foundational links, about 800 to be exact. As you can see here, the traffic to this asset, we're not manipulating traffic. It's just a BS site just made for this test. Literally. Built the 800. This was a fruitful venture for us. Now, we let this site die because we got the answer that we wanted. The actual idea came from a gentleman that you may or may not know. His name's Terry Power. Great guy. You should check him out. I don't know if he's in the SEO space, but he's in the idea space. So what we did here is we wanted to prove, like, hey, this guy, Chris Palmer, he knows what he's doing. I'll jump in there for We Buy Houses, right? I'll rank page 1, top of the flipping page, baby. So we created a theme for We Buy Houses to pump up a business that we were starting to push. This was one of the pieces in the conglomerate, a house buying network. But with that being said, at the time, now this was months and months ago, we were ranking number 2 for We Buy Houses. I was beating Ugly Houses. I was beating WeBuyHouses.com. It was disgusting. This is one piece of why I'm able to achieve results on a consistent basis, and I want to share it with you. Every single thing is entity-based, right? And if there is no entity associated to something, right? And if there is an entity associated to something, it will be classified. Now, when we're talking about Google Maps specifically, which is this test here, what I'm pulling out is an entity ID for a topic, okay? Now, when you're looking at, let's just say for this instance, Local Atlantic Locksmith LLC, right? These particular performers have these topics that show up most consistently when they're ranking, right? When you look at their reviews, these are the topics or ideas that are most relevant to top performers. Each of these topics in reviews, topics inside of your posts, aka your updates, topics in your verbiage, your words, your description, right? Your products, your services. If it doesn't have an entity ID, it doesn't matter. With that being said, what we wanted to pull out here, if we go back here, does traffic to topics, entities improve Google Maps ranking? What we're doing is we're appending topic IDs to traffic strings. And what we quickly found out is when we append winning entities to our branded traffic strings, that's branded traffic plus entities. So what we're doing is we're running branded search terms, right? We're not manipulating the search string. We're only appending topic IDs. Why? Because not only are topic IDs entities, but also locations are entities. So you take your branded string and you add or append entities for locations, multiples, like dozens, hundreds, in fact, for impressions. And you also append topics that the top performers had. In this particular case, whenever this test was ran, we went from 20 to 12. 20 to 12. What else is there to talk about? All right. And these concepts and these ideas that I'm talking about are what we use today. It's not the software. Moving on. Does AI content affect Google paid ad score? All right. So we hit the 30-minute mark. I'll trim out a lot of the side talk. I'll give, I think I only have one. Here, I'll give you guys the answers since you're here with me. I don't know how many people are here with me. Couple people. Awesome. Good to see you, by the way. Glad you made it. Here, I'll give you the rest of the answers, but I think if I trim down, I could get this in a half-hour talk. All right, because I think I only have 2 or 3 left. But AI content, does it affect paid ads? I tested this, right? I've been thinking about doing setups and running paid ads for companies for a year. Like I was mastering the craft before I offered it as a service. I'll start making videos. I have testing that I've been doing. We started offering setups, not maintenance, right? Now, it took me a year to do all the testing and be able to stand behind my product and know, hey, I can help you, business owner. And I'm not in a run. I'm not in a rush to get to the dollars because that's not how I got here. It's kind of like playing poker. You'll win a chip at a time, And then you got players that then all of a sudden you want to go all in. That's not how you got here, you know? So I don't rush to dollars. It's not about that. It's about providing value for the client. And that's it. The more value that I can provide, the better off my agency and my family is going to be. That's the truth. That's it right there. If I can help them the maximum amount, the better off I'll be. So it's in my best interest to make darn sure that I can get a result. And that's my whole job. So here, in this case here, this is during some of the testing phase for our ads. What I was testing was, does the AI content affect my ad score? Like, will it affect the ads? So we're building it in ChatGPT. This is the old version. Like I said, we've been testing this for a minute. When we take a look at this here, you can quickly see that we're rewriting and creating our descriptions. We even use ChatGPT to write the page out. I took a little screenshot. And then here's our ad score and what we're getting. We're eligible. We have a great ad score. It's serving, right? Like, it's great. And what this teaches us, and here's the ad itself that ran. It was a local citation service ad, right? I learned a lot more about ads since then. I have other domains for advertising and for different pieces of my business and other people's businesses. But with that being said, what this allows us to learn is that, hey, if AI isn't going to get dinged or isn't going to be a penalty, I'm able to create my ads faster. I can test my ads faster. I can scale my ads faster. And the faster that you can do a job, the more that your time is worth, right? If I can still reach a positive result in a very low period of time, if I can get the same result as the next guy in 10 minutes that it took him 3 hours to do, who's worth more? Me. And that's what it's all about, right? Not dollar worth more, but my value has increased. Chris, Palmer, or whomever you are. Moving on. Here's the last one, I think. Does your link power pass through internal links? This was an extensive test. And this taught us so many different things, but I'll lay out what you're looking at here. So if you take a look here, I left out who it was. This was for German Car Depot is where we started testing some of this. But in any case, if you take a look here, you'll see that it was location service supporting. Location service supporting. We were building out silos and building out supporting content. And what we were looking to see is if we could pass up link juice. If I build only links to the supporting article, here, as you can see, it's website.com, location service supporting. If I only build the supporting, does the UR pass up through the structure through internal links? Yes or no? This over here is the supporting page that we whacked the links with. You could see how many links we built. And then you can see that each and every one of the pages got an increase of traffic and UR, right? So do internal links pass link juice? Heck yes. Yes, they do. So I was able to just recently, there's been many, many clients in between. This is the most recent. We were able to take Lighthouse Man. The Lighthouse Man offers custom crafted lighthouses for your yard. It says right there. But what we did is we did a tag and internal link optimization. And this is built on the back of this test and numerous other tests that we did for internal linking. We wanted to master internal linking. Now, why is that? Because it's all about saving dollars for the client, but still being able to get a result. We talked about this early on. Anybody who has a big budget can do a lot of stuff, right? But you know as well as I do, local business owners don't have these crazy budgets. So I need to figure out strategies that are safe, that I can still reach the result. And one of them is properly utilizing internal link flow and understanding. I don't like the term page sculpting because it's outside of the scope of what we're doing, but it's a great term for what we're doing, if that makes sense. The original term had nothing to do with what I'm doing, but I like the way it flows, right? In any case. when we look at internal links, here's what we did here. Internal linking the A tags within the body text. This is crucial, critical, very, very important. I saw a guy, I think his name, I forget who it was, right? But I watch everybody, right? Anybody that's stomping around out here, slapping their gums about SEO, I watch, right? In any case, somebody came out with a report recently. I forget who it was. But they said that only the internal links in the body is what needs to be counted. And that's wrong. I've tested header and footer. I've tested the body. And yes, there is more value in the body. There's no question. But there's also value in the head and also the footer. Okay. So only counting the body links is going to be a disservice, and you're going to over optimize your pages. They are wrong. They are dead wrong. Like, go ahead and stack up exact match anchor text in your head and your foot, and then also do it in your body. And you let me know how that page does. I'll tell you how it does. You're going to be overtuned. You're going to fall to the bottom of the page. That's what's going to happen. Don't do it. What we're looking to do is have a utilization of primary keywords, secondary keywords, entities, and co-occurring key phrases within our head, our foot, and our body. We also are looking to add our variations and our match words in the A tags. What I'm getting at here is all of the keywords that matter to you as a business owner need to show up in A tags, and you need to pass them to their most relevant pages. Let me say this the most easiest way. You want to add extra internal links on your pages. If you're pointing to a page, you want to use as many variations such as lighthouse, lighthouses, yard ornament, yard lighthouse, garden lighthouse, garden lighthouses, garden outdoor lighthouse, right? All the variations that you can. And you're pointing them to the pages that you want to rank internally. So you want to do this in your body. That's the most potent. There's no question. But in your head and in your footer. And then this right here is a sidebar. Sidebar counts as the body. Okay, look at the rendered DOM. It's very easy to understand how the page is built when you look at the HTML. Okay, sidebar is body. Now, with that being said, we deployed these changes on the 15th. You can quickly and easily see here, and you can go look at the guy's site. This is a past client. Check it out. Here's before we made the changes. 1,000 clicks, 75,000 impressions after we made the changes. 3,000 clicks, 156,000 impressions. And thank you for your time. And I got to go. See you guys. Bye-bye. And gals.